Hey guys, welcome back to the Pulling Curls podcast. Today on episode 31, we are talking about the weirdest topic I have ever talked about on this podcast. Although in real life, we talk about weirder things more often, I must say, even though I have teen boys at my house. I am a weird mom. Anyway, today we're talking about shaving. Let's untangle it. Welcome to the Pulling Curls podcast, where we untangle everything from pregnancy, parenting, home routines, even some family travel, because heavens knows our lives are tangled. I'm your host, Hillary Erickson. First off, I want to give a big shout out to Call Me Mom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She said on the Apple Podcast review, practical parenting advice. Great, easy listen to podcast with practical parenting advice. I am a longtime fan of the blog and I am loving the new podcast. Oh, so sweet. Guys, I love a review. So go ahead and click on down. Give me some stars. Give me some words. I really appreciate it. This episode of the Pulling Curls podcast is sponsored by the online prenatal class for couples. It simplifies understanding labor so you can have a more relaxed pregnancy and birth taught by a highly experienced labor and delivery nurse and can be done wherever you are, whenever you want. No more arranging busy schedules to fit in a prenatal class. Save 15% with the coupon code UNTANGLED. You can find out more at pullingcurls.com in the menu under courses or in this episode's show notes. Okay, shaving during pregnancy. Can you believe I'm doing a whole podcast on this? But guys, I get asked this question so frequently. I just think it needed to be talked about because it also shares one of the most important things about being pregnant. And stay tuned for that one. Okay, so when I talk shaving, I'm talking about all of our body parts. I'm talking about legs, the lady parts, armpits, all those things. A lot of the areas we're shaving, not so much legs, but a lot of them are really sensitive areas. So all this kind of goes for all the areas, but you know what people are asking about. Okay, so I do get this question a lot, and I kind of get it in Facebook IM from friends that are like, hey, what do you normally see down there? And I think they're afraid that they're like gonna offend me, or I don't know, they're gonna offend their nurse or the people at the hospital by what's growing in their downtown. I gotta say, this isn't something you should be embarrassed about. Nothing should be embarrassed about asking a nurse or your healthcare provider. Okay, first I want to talk a little bit about the biology of pregnancy. You get increased blood flow to everywhere in your body, and that is because you are making more blood in order to feed the baby. So that just means you have more blood in your veins. Also, because of the hormones and that blood, your body can react differently than it used to. And probably you've noticed that while you've been pregnant. Another thing to think of is that your range of motion, like areas you can reach and all that kind of stuff, and also your balance, those things are very different with pregnancy. You have a whole new center of balance. Things are just different. And also your hair growth may change, and that's totally normal. Some people get it on their face, some people get it on their belly, some people notice things that they just haven't had before. And so all of that is very normal. I think people are afraid to ask those questions, but all that's very normal. So here's my pro tip before we begin all this. Don't start something new during pregnancy. If you're all of a sudden like, I'm gonna wax because I'm pregnant, that is a mistake. Just kind of keep up your regular routine while you're pregnant. I just think that's best. Your body has been used to that. It's going to be used to that most likely as you're pregnant. So that's my pro tip for you. Okay, let's first talk shaving. Usually it's pretty okay. Again, your body may react differently because of the hormones and its reaction to either the metal or the shaving cream or anything like that. You just have to watch. If you think you might have had a problem, maybe just do a small spot and test to see if that area has an issue. But otherwise, shaving should be okay. Some people like to use a mirror. I have one linked to in the post that this class is about. Again, I don't think you need to, but if you want to, there is one out there. Okay, back to waxing. Your skin, again, may react differently. And I would also double check with your waxer. Is that the word? Esthetician? I don't know who does waxing, clearly. Just ask them if they do pregnant people, if they have the equipment, if you need to lay on your belly, depending on where they're waxing, all that kind of stuff. Just ask them if they do it. Some have chosen not to because of the liabilities and stuff like that. So definitely check with them, as you get bigger in your pregnancy, if that's something that they do. Again, I wouldn't start doing this while you're pregnant because of the increased blood flow and all that kind of stuff. It may hurt a little bit more, all those kind of things. Waxing. Okay, let's talk a little bit about creams like Nair. Again, still wouldn't recommend to start using them during your pregnancy. If you've been using them before you were pregnant and you found good luck with them, you might want to continue. I would probably check with my doctor. I have no idea what's in shaving creams like Nair. So it's just something to think about. Honestly, I don't know that I would use them during pregnancy. Your skin during pregnancy and all the fluctuation of hormones can really act differently. I just might stay away from them during pregnancy, but that's me. Here is the final truth of shaving shaving during pregnancy. And the question that everyone wonders, is my labor team going to be so grossed out by what's down there? No, they will not. You have no idea all the different things that we have seen in the downtown. I literally do not care one whit what's going on down there. Now, before a C-section, we shave you. And I know a lot of ladies are like, oh, I should shave myself. And I'm like, why? That's so much effort when I can just quickly do it with our hospital grade shaver that's just sitting there before your surgery. There is no reason that you need to strain and stretch and try so hard to shave yourself when I can just quickly do it, because we do need to do it before a surgery. Just the top area that would be close to the incision site. We just want to make sure that that's clear of hair so they don't, get a hair put into the surgery site. It's just cleaner, things like that. So we do shave before that, but we do not shave you before vaginal delivery. We do not care what's going down. We just want you comfortable and happy. And I know a lot of women are more comfortable shaved. A lot of women don't care. That is 100% okay. It's really just something that most people don't think about until people are seeing your privates frequently, which hopefully is only happening when you're having a baby. So that is shaving during pregnancy. This was kind of a high stress podcast. If you are looking for more information that's honest and true and real and what really happens in the delivery room, check out my online prenatal class for couples. It really is information like this, but just there to benefit you. It is, again, not very long, just like this podcast, and it's really going to help you get prepared for your delivery. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. Of course, just like I said, we would love a review. We would love it if you subscribe or share it on social media. This one may not be super shareable. I get that, but there's tons of other episodes. Check one that you like and share it with your friends. We drop an episode every Monday, and until then, I hope you have a tangle-free day.